Yo, 2007 Nissan Versa. Got some loose ball joint action on this one. Got some loose sway bar link action on here too. Both sides, both ball joints, both sway bar links. Thing's probably rattling like crazy going over bumps. So I'm going to be replacing these. There's a 14mm pinch bolt on this I got to take off. And it don't want to move. Try the nut on the other side. This thing's rusted in here really good. I'm going to put some penetrant on this. Try to get this bolt to loosen up. So yeah, you can get in there with a chisel or something in this groove and pry this apart to be able to get that out. But I got an air hammer and a really long chisel. That should take it out maybe. Wow, it's really stuck. This thing's really stuck. So I'm going to get in here with a chisel and just spread it open just a little bit. I don't want to get too carried away and bend it. There, I just saw it move, so it should be just enough. Now I can just pry down on the thing. Come on. Oh my God. Oh my God, that ball joint just blew right apart. Oh my God, that thing's really bad. Oh, there, I got it. That ball's busted right off. Well, thankfully it happened now instead on the freeway. I'm going to get this axle nut off of here next. Cotter pin. This is a 30mm. I just do this because I don't want the shaft to pull out on me. So I can kind of pull this out of the way, like so. And it looks like my brake lines and everything are long enough, so I'm not going to hurt anything. I'm going to put a ratcheting strap on this caliper support bracket. I'm just going to ratchet the thing out of my way. Get this axle out of my way somehow. I'm going to take this boot off just so it's not in my way when I try to press this thing out. Boy, that sucker's really on there. There's a funky little wiry thing on here I take off. Here's my broken ball joint. Wow. This guy was running on borrowed time. Now these factory BJs, they just press right out of here, but if you have an aftermarket joint in here, there's going to be a clip in here that you got to get out. So it's always a good idea to look for the thing. And there's no clip on this. This is a factory ball joint. Got to use a ball joint press on one of these, of course. If you don't have one, you can rent one or buy one from Harbor Freight or something. If I do that way, I'm going to wreck my threads. I'm just going to stick a crappy old socket in here. Oh shit. Oh, that's great. I just blew the bottom of the ball joint out. How my socket's stuck in there. Oh, real nice. Oh, what do I do? I guess I'll have to try a bigger socket. I got a 1-inch 3/8 drive socket I'm going to throw on here. Yeah. That's going to wreck my threads in my foot. Got to go that way. There it goes. Looks like I'm going to have a fun remove socket from ball joint hobby in a little bit. Now the new one, these are knurled. So you just got to be careful and make sure they go in square, because if this doesn't go in square, if it goes in crooked, it's going to oblong this control arm because it's just stamped steel. And if it oblongs it and it falls in wrong, the ball joint will be loose. And if that happens, the only thing you can do is either get another control arm or weld your ball joint in. I've had to weld them before. It really sucks when you have to. You just got to make darn sure that this is all as square as it can possibly be before you even start doing anything. I'm just going to drive it in just a little bit. And just keep an eye on it. Hit it with a hammer a couple of times, because that squared it right up. And just go a little at a time. If you try to press this and hammer it in like I did, and you see that it's going in crooked and it doesn't want to hammer straight or press straight, you just got to take the ball joint press off and just readjust it, move it around and try to get it more square. Got a clip here that these come with. That's just a safety feature, just in case some bozo puts one of these in and it's all loose. That'll keep the ball joint from falling out all the way. If these are loose, though, eventually it's just going to be rattling around like crazy, and then you're going to have to get a new lower control arm. But yeah, that's just a safety thing right there. Put on the boot. These love to go on nice. Not. I don't know why, but it says right here, it says mount inboard and then an arrow. I don't know why they do that. It's probably because they want the grease to come out the front or something. Maybe it goes this way. Mount inboard. Gee, I don't even know what the hell they mean by that. I'm going to put it in, facing in, so the grease goes that way. Yeah, I just slathered a little bit of gear oil on the inside of this. I seem to like to use that for O-rings and rubber when you got to press it onto something. They are super tight. You should be able to just press this on by hand with the ball joint press. Got a grease zerk here to put on. Chinese water torture. Remove salty, sandy snow chunk. That's better. I'm going to use a screw jack and just screw this up. There, that's a ball joint job. Easy peasy. Onto the link pin. These sway bar links are very easy. There's a 14 millimeter hex on the inside and a 14 millimeter on the outside. I already took it off because my video got mad at me for some reason. And then this aftermarket, this is Moog. And the Moogie's a little different. It's got a 15 millimeter nut and an 18 millimeter square on the inside. Alright, another job well done. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. It's always a good idea to do an alignment after you change any front end parts on this car. So I'm going to tell him to do that. And that's it. I'm going to call this a job. Okay, bye.